So, like right now, I feel that pink light of the Christ consciousness coming in and like hugging us, like bubbling around us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
That energy is very soft, very gentle,
Yeah.
very loving.
Very accepting.
It's a perfect word.
Very accepting.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when I connect to this energy, I'm really starting to understand what it means to love unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tuning into that frequency is what's really opening up the heart of the collective right now. Tuning into that Christ consciousness. The energy shift, they're saying, from the eclipse and all of these Schumann spikes that are activating, are coding. They're awakening the memory of Atlantis. But because the collective is very much grounded in a wounded masculine, they're just experiencing this energy in the body of intense kind of fear. And the collective is feeling it in ways of all of the fearful information that they are digesting. And the light workers are interpreting this energy through the fears of their power and their trust in their own ability to truly stand in that space right now and hold themselves stable, because everything is so in your face and loud that it's almost as though a lot of the light workers are interpreting the energy of Atlantis in a way of I should stay quiet, I should,
Is it triggering a lot of cellular memories?
Yeah, it really is. It's the energy that's opening up as the DNA is opening up from these influxes of energy, these waves of event energy. The memory, the energy of the DNA that's coming from Atlantis triggers the body memory so that this energy starts to flush out through the chakra system, remembering where the imbalances and the shutdown came as we lost our voice in Atlantis. And so you're finding so many people in their opening tuning into the release of this past life, not knowing what's happening to them energetically. And then they, like me, internalize that. Why am I so afraid? What am I afraid of? Why can't I fix this feeling? Why can't I shift this? And it's because we are to recognize that it's our power coming forward. It's the memory coming forward for us to remember who we are in this moment, not so that we can tune into the fear, but so that we can tune into the fact that we're here doing it again, that the light is already won. We've been prepared for this time. We just didn't know it was going to unfold this way. And so we have to breathe, and we have to ground, and we have to connect. It's time. It's time to remember who you are.
So the heaviness in the heart center for Crystal,
It's because the channel was coming through and she wasn't letting it. She was afraid. She was afraid of her power in this moment. She was afraid of her truth and the backlash that it would and has been receiving. But she's also grounded herself enough in her knowing that she recognizes it's no longer her responsibility to make sure that she's heard. It's her responsibility to stand in her authenticity and be the light that she came here to be. There are many paths to the fifth dimension. There are many paths to heaven on earth. we would want people to pay more attention to the filter that the passion is coming from. Because when the filters are heavy, when the filters are packed full of density, the passion can come off aggressive and egotistical and very, very closed energetically. My way or the highway. It was never supposed to be like that. The humans are coming back to the truth of who they are. And they are all handling it in a different way based on the intention of the soul as they have chosen to experience the transition into 5D.
So the passion of who we are is coming through, that power is coming through, but we're filtering.
Everyone's light is coming through. But it just depends on what level of healing there is taking place at the same time. Those who haven't spent a whole lot of time working within the inner child of this life are going to find themselves feeling a lot of anger, a lot of despair, a lot of fear, a lot of hopelessness. They don't know that the good is coming. They only see what they call injustice. And instead of healing this energy within, they're attached to the programming a little bit more, and they need to find somebody to blame so that they can find themselves a release. If they only knew their power. If you all only knew your power. There's no accident that we are here dismantling all of the things that no longer serve you, both in your external reality and inside. And if you want to feel good, you need to have your focus on both. You have to find yourself in awareness so that you can heal. Heal the perceptions that no longer serve you. Heal the frequencies within your consciousness that sabotage your path forward. Be willing to change. Trust that you know what to do. This isn't about trusting anything external. This is about trusting yourself. Trusting that you're prepared. Trusting that you're connected. Trusting your gift. And what you're available to give in this moment. You're all changing lives every single day. Every single day. Your bravery is astounding. Connect into that more. Let your heart open. You are safe. And the time has come for Atlantis to rise. The time has come for the warrior within to stand up to the darkness and say, not this time. We are here. And this is it.
Not today, Satan.
Crystal's favorite. Yes. Yes. Tune into your power.
I like that.
So many people are feeling that fear and attaching to it.
Well, what I just kind of got was, people are experiencing just really the ultimate fear of everything that's going on just around them in the environment that we're in. And so if we really take a moment to pull back and realize that judgment is coming from inside of us, that all this is an outer reflection of what's going on inside, and to really pull back from the day-to-day with the crap that's going on and just kind of own up to, where am I in judgment? Where am I in fear? Where am I looking away from my own power?
Yeah. Where can I learn to love a little more?
Yeah.
Yes. We've been showing Crystal that the external world is very fourth dimensional and the fifth dimension exists within right now. And so if you want to continue to hold the perspective of 5D, you have to continually go inside and meet your heart there.
Yeah.
You have to meet yourself within that Christed consciousness, which is here to teach you how to love yourself and how to honor yourself and how to honor your connection. How to stand in your light, be the vessel, not be attached to the message that you're giving, but be attached to the fact that you're able to allow that message through. People are going to hear you where they're going to hear you. You have absolutely no control of that.
Yeah.
So the sooner you can let that go and allow yourself to be the vessel of love, be the vessel of light, and be the vessel of truth.
Well,
and we want to remind everybody of the ultimate truth. And the ultimate truth is that everything you need is inside of you. When we say love, light, and truth, that is the truth. Everything you need, every answer you seek, every understanding you search for, the answer is inside of you. And when you can really start to grasp this energetically, this fourth dimensional world outside of you is no longer going to hold so much importance. And when that world no longer holds so much importance, you will see the fifth dimensional reality that you've created within you projecting into your external world. You know how this works. You just don't remind yourself enough. And as you step into this place of reminding yourself who you are in this now moment and where your power lies, you will create this world that you're asking for way faster than watching this fourth dimensional external reality unfold in front of you.
Yeah.
It's good to know where the collective is. But remember that you don't resonate continuously with where the collective is.
Yeah.
Your vibration is higher than that. And so for you to step into your best self, for you to step into your power, for you to be that leading light beam, you need to be tuned into this fifth dimensional reality more.
Got it. Yeah, I see that. It's easy to get sucked into everything that's kind of going on.
It is very loud right now.
Yeah.
It is very loud. We are not saying don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Just know your power.
Yeah.
Ground in it. Remind yourself. Affirmations are only crazy until you see how powerful they are in shifting your reality. Remind yourself of your truth, not just daily. In the now moment, regurgitate what's in your heart. Regurgitate who you are until you're so grounded in it that it is you. It's not just this thing that you must tell yourself, that you must remind yourself. Remember, you're pulling yourself up out of the matrix.
Yeah.
There is not one human on the planet that has fully removed themselves from the programming of this energy. Because once one does this, all will begin to follow. Once this energy opens, once this tipping point is met, it'll be a burst of light. Your light. Don't forget your breath. The energy that's coming in is so powerful in your physical vessel that you need to ground yourself through your breath. This allows your heart center to remain open. You'll find your body having a lot of symptoms if you're not able to ground yourself into your heart center. Your heart center is your gateway to 5D. Your heart center is your gateway to God. Your heart center is your gateway to source. All that is. New earth. Everything you're creating. Allow yourself to stay open by utilizing the breath as these waves of energy come in. The more intense, the stronger your focus must be. You're not powerless. Release the frequency of victimhood. Stand in your power. Stand in your sovereignty. Stand in your freedom. Stand in your knowing. Remember who you are. Remember who you are.
I think that sometimes it's, I can start off in the heart center and stuff, and sometimes actually looking at what's going on in the fourth dimension, there's a part of it is exciting, it's still fun. And then I forget, but the real fun is beyond that.
There's also a lot of that fourth dimension, and we are not directing this solely at you. There's a lot of the fourth dimension that creates more anger, ignites it, ignites frustration, it ignites helplessness, it ignites victimhood. We're not saying not to pay attention to the things that are going on. We are saying to pay attention to the things that are going on through the eyes of your fifth dimensional self, grounding in the knowing of who you are and who these children are and where we are all heading. Paying more attention to where we're going than where we are as we unfold. Don't ground to the unfolding. Ground to the end result. Ground to what's coming.
Yeah.
Allow yourself time to mourn. Yes. Crystal was having this discussion yesterday. Things are heavy. You can't sweep that under the rug. We have to heal.
Yeah.
But don't allow yourself to get stuck in a space that sabotages where you want to be throughout this process. Allow yourself to come back into your heart and work at seeing the good in these situations from the knowing of who you are, from the knowing of who these brave little souls are, these brave little souls that have come in knowing their power within their totality, that they are on the leading edge, a catalyst for the human ascension into the fifth dimension. These are powerful little souls. And while, yes, the awareness of the human experience of what they've gone through is absolutely heart-wrenching from your perspective, we want you to know that from ours, they have been more than happy to give themselves so that the light can win.
I do see the beauty in that. And ultimately, it's going to be the children who bring the people together.
Yeah.
I mean, I see totally the beauty in all of that.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
wow, what an honor.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
An honor to finally see your role, to finally see the way you'll be able to make your impact and have made your impact. These are the purest of beings, the brightest little lights. They will teach so much on this planet. Ground in your heart. Ground in your heart. And we would also like to say, don't forget that you are ready. All of you. Every last one of you, right now, right here, where you're at, you're ready. You're ready for what's next.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see what's next, where the light workers step into their roles and how that all plays out.
Yeah.
And then passing the torch to the starseeds.
Yeah.
So they can take over.
Yeah. And we can continue this beautiful evolution of higher consciousness, higher expansion connections to the crystalline body and what that creation looks like in these higher realms. Crystal likes the idea of that. That makes her excited. She's ready.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that don't recognize that they've been living in these fifth dimensional energies. They've been experiencing them, grounding in them for a very long time. And so when this shift begins and the humanity consciousness is moving into the fifth dimension, those who have been existing in those fifth dimensional spaces are going to go on to experience bigger things. The higher dimensional realms are very accessible once you understand the totality of who you are and who you're becoming and what your consciousness can direct you into. When you understand from the broadest perspective of who you are, your body and what it's capable of energetically and physically. There's a lot to be explored here in 5D still, but it won't take the light workers long to grab their vessel and move forward. This is the leading edge of expansion, and you are transforming the multiverse. This is way bigger than we most give credit to. There are a lot of days we look at this expansion and say, oh, fifth dimension, can't wait. But it is so much more than that.
Yeah.
Stay excited.
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting to see the adventures that we get to play in.
Yeah, it's good.
So a lot of, Crystal included, light workers are feeling sort of antsy, just tired, kind of on energy, I don't want to say energy overload, but just done with this frequency, ready to move on.
Yeah.
Anything to help soothe that in those moments?
That's where we would again suggest coming into the internal world, into the fifth dimension that resides within your heart. Because it's very easy to look around at the reality around you and say, I don't want this, I'm done. This isn't for me, this isn't my life, this wasn't my path, this wasn't what I expected when I thought about disclosure and the event unfolding. Give me back what I wanted. And this is just a more physical manifestation of the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension residing right here in front of you. And your choice is what is going to determine how you feel as you journey this path. And so we would say to that, Crystal included, spend more time coming back and pulling all of this knowing of who you are into your heart and grounding there so that the projection of who you are is more grounded in the stability and foundation that you've built, which is your heart, your fifth dimensional self, the totality of who you are. Keep coming into the space of recognizing that you're just the vessel of light. Be it. Let the information of light that comes through be the way that you express yourself. Allow yourself that knowing. Gift yourself the grounding of the information that you're bringing in by focusing on it more. It's not that we want you to go inside and focus on, raise your vibration, raise your vibration, raise your vibration, because we're asking you to be in your authenticity. And sometimes your authenticity is not in the highest vibration as you navigate the changes that are happening on your planet. But what we are asking you to do is keep going within and recognizing the patterns that you hold that are connecting you to the matrix of the reality that you're seeing play out in front of you. Because the more you can recognize where you're connected to this energy, the more you can direct your focus and your tools to release it. Become. That's all we're asking. Step into your light. Trust. Trust that this is it this time. You've been told that year after year after year, and now that it's staring you straight in the face, you're like, shit, can we do it? Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it, and you're fully supported. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth.
So as we open up more fully, a lot of times when these energy blasts come in, I feel it in my solar plexus. So as we're opening up our heart chakras and our third eye is opening, how does that tie in with the solar plexus? Are we going to move as we expand? Is it our chakras going to open up to like one giant chakra or just an open pillar of light?
Yes, we would describe it as a pillar of light is what you're coming into.
Okay.
And what you're feeling when you have the intensity is resistance. So we would advise you to do some solar plexus work on your morning walks and just recognize that somewhere within that solar plexus is resistance to your connection when the power is coming through. And we would ask you to reflect internally on what can I do to honor my power, honor this connection that I'm feeling coming through. How can I love myself in this new space that I'm becoming? Recognizing the power that you have over this transformation by just being aware of what's happening within your body, within your energy field, will propel you into these next levels very quickly. And for those who are asking, but how do I know? How do I interpret that energy? Well, you have to spend time there. It's not going to happen to you. It's not going to happen for you. You need to sit with it.
So when you're saying when I feel those energy blasts, just sit down.
Yeah,
feel it in my body.
you're trying to determine it before even sitting with it and acknowledging it, meeting it. Hey, how are you? Why are you here? What's your message for me?
Okay.
We're creating dialogue. You are multidimensional. You can communicate with these feelings. You can communicate with these energies. Ask it what it wants you to know. Yes.
That's good.
Yes. What is the message for me? And just breathe. Don't try and go into your mind and figure out what the message is. That is not where your body or your intuition or your inner being is going to speak to you. Just be present. And if you haven't spent much time in meditation, you may not be as sensitive to really grounding the information quickly. So give yourself time, or start a meditation practice, whatever you choose. Depends on what you want and how fast you want to get there. Connect with this energy. Your telepathic centers are open. You have been trained. You have tools to use to continue to open, to continue to discern. Talk to yourself. What do I need? Well, I don't really know what this energy is trying to tell me. So what does that say? That's saying that you need to sit in meditation and start to open up to your senses. Start to quiet yourself, quiet your body, quiet your nervous system enough so that you can start to feel the messages of the energy.
That's good.
For people like Crystal who are learning to ground, who are learning to stand in their power in the face of these fears, in the face of this loud external reality, you need to place your hands on your heart and remind yourself of who you are. Why are you here delivering these messages? Who is the message really for? Is it something you grounded and are now ready to share with the world because you're ready to lead by example? My message doesn't have to be accepted because it's not for them. The message is always for me first. And when I ground that message and I understand it to its fullest, I feel it, I sense it, I know it, I am it, then I can share it with the world. Not in hopes of changing anybody's thoughts, changing anybody's beliefs, but in hopes that the person that needs that message, that needs that sign, that needs that synchronicity as they become, in hopes that they receive it and that it inspires them and allows them to open and recognize that they're not alone on this journey. recognizing that you are the message. Continue to embody it.
I like that.
Yeah. This is good.
Yeah, this is real good.
It's okay to be where you are. It's okay to be in fear. Learn to love yourself there. That will melt that fear away. Darkness can't stand in the presence of light.
It's true, but boy, they make a lot of noise. They do. They ruffle a lot of feathers.
There's a lot of releasing, there's a lot of purging, there's a lot of triggering, there's a lot of ego trying to understand. There's a lot of instability in the foundation of who this humanity once was. And if you aren't in tune with the blessings that are coming, it can be a very frightening perspective. So keep standing in your truth. Keep showing others the way. Not the way to believe you, the way back to their heart, the way back to their discernment. Yeah, this is good. We're all going to get through this. And the best really is coming. You can't even imagine. You can't even imagine.
I feel it, I mean, I feel like we're so close to everything just opening up.
Yeah.
I mean, I can feel it. It's just so close. That's exciting.
Yeah. Remind yourself of your excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. We're complete.
Okay.